Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Joseph Lane, and welcome to this late night episode of the Wednesday Briefing. Let's get ready for war. Well, ladies and gentlemen, we're back. This is the Wednesday Briefing, but as you can tell, the tone is a little bit different. As you've been watching, you've probably seen this happening. You've seen as this tone of the Wednesday Briefing went from funny, from finding topics for you, from finding articles. That's what I wanted the Wednesday Briefing to be, but I'm done. I'm done with that. And this is just, maybe to some of you, this is just going to sound like another dude just sitting here on the internet complaining. But that's because I need all of you to wake up. Common sense fixes every issue that we have in our government. Common sense is the solution to this demonic, disgusting takeover that's occurring in the United States of America and across the world. We've all gotten past the killing, the raping, and the eating of babies. We've gotten past that. That's yesterday's news. We've allowed these billionaires who we have on paper confirmed 8 children, killed children, raped women across the board. Billionaires, politicians, heads of state, all across the world, we allowed this. We've forgotten. We've forgotten that this happened, and somehow in our Christian nation, one nation under God, did we forget? Did we forget? One nation under God. Did we forget? If Jesus were in the flesh today, are you seriously telling me he would allow this to occur? You're telling me he wouldn't continue to speak out? I just disagree. I don't care if you're for Israel. I don't care if you're for Iran. I don't care if you love all of these countries. I don't care if these people are your friends. I don't care if you buy their products. I don't care. These people in charge killed, murdered, butchered, raped little women, little children, girls, probably boys. This happened. And we're asleep to it. We don't care. We've forgotten. Not on Read the Room. On Read the Room, we have not forgotten about them. On Read the Room, that we have not forgotten that we are one nation under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Have these people gotten justice? Have these women who were coerced into getting more women, do they have justice? No, they don't. These people don't have justice. Do the children of Gaza, do the families of Gaza, some of them God-fearing, Jesus-worshiping, Lord of Lords, and even if they weren't, have these people gotten justice? Or do we allow the very nation who is committing this hatred, this demonic, disgusting, demon ball Satan worship, do we just allow him to dictate our policy and drag us further into Iran? I'm done. I had a conversation the other weekend where, well, if it's that bad, just throw yourself off a building. Screw that. Fuck that. Excuse my language. I'll ask for forgiveness later. Don't worry, because my God, my Jesus, he's a forgiving God. I disrespectfully say, fuck that. No, we don't get to just turn a blind eye. Americans, no matter who you are, you don't get to turn a blind eye. This is your country. These are your representatives. These are your people that are representing you around the world. And you're allowing this. You're living your day-to-day, allowing men, women, and children and families to get butchered. Take accountability. That's your country. That's your leader. These are the people that are supposed to be defending us. These are the people that are supposed to be living in one nation under God. God didn't command the persecution of innocent children and families. And even if you don't, for some reason, believe in God, morally, ethically, literally, how do you sit and go about your day-to-day and not call every senator, every congressman, every local authority and say, I'm done. I'm not voting for you. I'm not voting for this. I didn't vote, but I had one man. There is one man who is in charge of me. And that's Jesus Christ. That's God. And he didn't call for the killing of these people in Iran. He didn't call for the killing of the Palestinians. He didn't call for us Americans, for our people, for our children to be on the streets addicted to drugs while we go fight a useless war and almost drag our children into it. We didn't vote for that. I voted for God, the Lord of Lords. I'm not saying that the United States can't go into a war where it makes sense, but this doesn't make sense. We are being dragged into a war where we're probably going to have boots on the ground by a country that just committed a genocide. They're doing it again in Lebanon. Your leaders are doing that. Your leaders hate you. They hate you. Your leaders hate you. Wake up. This is a permanent class of people that do not care. They do not care about you. They do not care about whether you believe in God or don't believe in God. This is a permanent class of disgusting globalist scum who want nothing but to see you and your children die. And you allow it. You at home, whoever this reaches, you allow it. If you do not call every congressman, if you do not call your representatives, if you do not tell the people you know and you love that you're being lied to, you're being led by the blind, you're being led into hell. If you don't tell the people you love that, you failed. To fight tyranny is to be one with God, and I'm going to be one with God at the end of the day. How about you? Tell the people you love. The state of Israel, to be clear on Read the Room's view on the state of Israel, destroy it. To be clear on Read the Room's view of the government of Israel that is actively committing genocide, that is actively killing our children, destroy it. Send them to hell. That's my God. I pray every night that these leaders I pray them into the hands of the devil. I pray, God, let them be taken into hell. That's what I pray every night. Lord of Lords, Jesus Christ, please take these leaders and lead them deep, deep into hell. And if they, by some miraculous chance, decide, yeah, what they're doing is wrong, well, good. Good, you finally know what the rest of us have known forever. I'm done, ladies and gentlemen. I'm done. This is unacceptable that we're all just sitting here lackadaisically. And I go back to this conversation I had the other day. Well, if it's that bad, I mean, just everything's doom and gloom. Just jump off a building. That's what got us into this. What got us into this is people just accepting that's just, governments are corrupt. Governments are corrupt. It's fine. And I can deal with a little bit of corruption. I can look the other way. But when we're blatantly ignoring our citizens' needs to go do demonic, disgusting, satanic things, I'm not gonna stay silent. I'm going to say, yeah, I hope Benjamin Netanyahu does get arrested. He's already been prayed into the hands of the devil. Look what he's doing. Look what the government's doing. To be clear, on Read the Room's stance on the Jewish people, you're fine. I mean, the Jewish people, we're not saying anything about the Jewish people. Do I think you're wrong about the whole Jesus thing? Yeah, I really do. But my problem isn't with the Jewish people. My problem is with Benjamin Netanyahu, who isn't even Jewish, and who's committing this genocide, and we're supporting it. That's where my problem lies. To be clear on the Read the Room view. We're all actively sitting here doing nothing, and I'm tired of it. It's the boomers who got us into this mess by saying, oh, it's okay, everything's fine. Everything's not fine. And I'm not saying jump off the building, go wailing down the streets, but at least tell the people you love. At least call your congressman and try and do something. When you vote for somebody, don't vote for some normal Republican, some normal Democrat, or even worse, some Democratic socialist who's a communist. Do your research. Use common sense. Realize that the narrative that you've been fed is wrong. If you're watching Fox News, if you're watching CNN, you are wrong. You're wrong. And that's it. I mean, we can't ignore this problem. We were brought into this mess. Our government is corrupt. They're not just corrupt, they're satanic. They're satanic. They're allowing the murder. And some of you are going to be at home saying, well, he's saying the same thing again. He's saying the same exact thing again. He's talking about the murder again. Because we're so used to it. Have we forgotten what murder is? What genocide is? What rape is? Have we forgotten? This is disgusting. Those of you who can sit there and do nothing and just patch it off, it's fine, our government is corrupt. You should all be going nuts right now. You should be wondering, how did we get here and how do we get out? Who do we put pressure on? Who do we vote for? Who do we expose? Who do we let know what's happening? Who can I tell today that there's a genocide occurring in Lebanon? Who can I tell today that the billionaire class raped and ate children? Who can I tell today? Who can I tell today who their congressperson is to call? Who can I give the number to their congressman to? What can I see in my local government that is meant to destroy me? Is it flock cameras? Can I talk to the local police chief about flock cameras? I mean, all of this is happening with the draft. They want us to all die. They want to send us to Iran because they can't win this war. This war that is useless. And that's literally what the notes, I mean, I don't really have any notes. My notes say this is war. This is the war. The war against our politicians. The war against Satan. The war against demonic spirits that live in our government and all across the world. This is the war against complacency. I'm done being complacent. I'm done allowing the answer to be, it's fine, it's just our government. It'll happen. It's a cycle. In a couple years, housing prices will go down. All of your children will be able to afford houses in 10 years. It's fine. In 10 years, maybe we'll throw them a couple dollars and get them off the street, and we won't let them have so many drugs in 10 years. It's just a cycle. That's unacceptable. If that's a cycle, it's unacceptable that it's a cycle. I refuse. I refuse it. I reject the entire premise that that's okay. This is a war against complacency. Read the room. What we're doing, what myself and Thor are doing, this is the war against complacency. Wake up, get on board.